mic and finally found out how to screen record, so let me know this is better. We're going to start with OP04. I'm going to briefly go over this because the set wasn't the best, but I mean, art-wise, it's really dope. Playability-wise, it sucked. We got the bow on top, the manga sabo, the law. The full art leaders to me was the best thing that came out of the set. I really loved those back in the day. First of its kind. Um, Manga Sabo, not the most popular character, but has potential to be a big one towards the ending of One Piece if you read the manga and stuff like that. But we don't know too much about him yet, besides him being Luffy's brother. Spoilers alert. Um, but this is the best card in the whole set. 2 grand. This card just keeps on going and up and up and up. To me, this is the best Boa SP besides the EBO3 one. It's consistently selling. People are just buying it out. Don't go off these prices, guys. You got to go on view more data and see what they actually sell, because people are just trying to buy them out, manipulate the prices. So they've been selling for $1,000, $1,050. Yep, I think the lowest listed though is $2,000. This is crazy. I mean, beautiful card. If you want it, I'd pick it up as soon as possible. The Vivi card. This is actually a cool leader. Out of all the leaders, this is the most expensive one. Looks really cool. Has all the straws behind. I definitely picked that up. So we're gonna go into OP05 now. Let me delete this real quick. So we're gonna go into OP05. A lot of people regard OP05 as the best set of all time. I think it's OP09, but OP05 changed everything. Changed the collectible thing, like collectability wise, playability wise. Finally kicked out, freaking wiped it off the format with like purple leaders and yellow NL. Which, if you played your yellow NL, you're probably a terrorist or something. But so one OP05 box goes for 1,200, which is insane. I bought a whole case for actually this price, 1,250 back in the day. Makes me regret opening it, and of course, I didn't open anything. But yeah, like they're consistently selling for this price too. Let's click view more data. Yep, 1,200. That 280 sells a Japanese box, so they're consistently selling for this price. If you're a booster box collector, yeah, you should probably pick this up because it's only going to go up and up and up. Even when they reprinted this, I don't think it ever went down past $200, which is kind of crazy. Just the art is insane too. So I would definitely pick this up. I'm not a booster box collector, but it's worth having at least one of these. Let's go into the Nami SP. Raw, it's selling for 550. This sat for a while, like at 150, almost a year, if I remember right. 260. I think these are all Japanese. So you guys gotta be careful when you're picking this up, because people try to. I don't know if they're trying to trick you, but people don't read that it's Japanese and they go for it thinking they're about to get a steal, but it's Japanese. Japanese market is rising up too, but I'm not trying to collect Japanese. It's English. Yep, selling consistently for 550. 550. Really good SP. Not the best Nami SP, but it is. I think it is the first Nami SP. I have this in the PSA 10. I won't be talking over PSA 10 prices because they're really crazy right now. I mean, if you like it, I'd pick it up. I think there's better stuff that you can pick up at 550, but if you like Nami, go ahead. This Gear 5 Luffy. I remember this card was like 15, $20. I was playing 2 in my purple Luffy deck when it first came out. So you know I'm trash, but art is amazing. I really loved it when this first came out. First Gear 5 Luffy alt art, I believe. Damage is selling for 170. I think Near Mint's probably selling for like $200. This is crazy because I wanted to get a playset when they were like at 20. Now it's way overinflated. Do I think it's worth it? It is the first Gear 5 Luffy. The background is pretty dope. Not too bad. If you're trying to look into Luffy cards to collect, that's kind of cheap. I don't know what you consider cheap, but $200 for the main character of the story that's only going to go up is kind of cheap. So yeah, definitely worth picking up, I think. Let's go on to the manga. So this set's kind of packed, so I'm just going to go over the mangas real quick. So Kid, obviously the cheapest one. Honestly, it looks dope. I don't know why people complain about it. I think because they don't like Kid as a character, but he has a lot of potential in the anime. I think his devil fruit is going to come up big somehow in the final arc. We don't know where he's at right now, but I think out of the three mangas, this has the most upside, maybe, just because I can see him coming back and doing some crazy stuff. Selling for $1,000, one of the cheaper mangas, but one of the OG mangas as well. When you're buying this, you got to watch out for the. Gotta look at that. I don't know. I forgot how you determine which is PRB or not, but watch out for that. Law. Dang, Law is selling for 2,100. Insane. Oh, he's not selling for 2,100. Hold up. He's selling around the last sold was 1,700. Not too bad. Lowest, I think the only ones that are listed is 2,100. So people are trying to raise it up, pump it up. But it is a very cool manga. Is it worth 2,100? I gotta look at all the other mangas to see what's around that price point. But if you're, I mean, there is Law is a very popular character, so this will only go up. The Law is cool. There's two Law mangas, and none of them have his little when he does his room pose. I feel like they dropped the ball on that one on the other manga, but yeah, I think this is all right. I think they could have done a better job with this, but if you're a Law fan, go ahead. Next, it's sorry if it's loading. It should be the Oda side next, which yep. This is kind of tricky to see what it's going for. So people have it for, I mean, 20,000. They're obviously trying to pump it. 11,000, 10,000, 9,000. There's one for 11,000. This is my hot take for OP05, right? People love this manga because it has Oda's signature. But this is just printed on there. It's not like he individually signed every freaking card. The art is alright, not the best art. I know Oda tried it. But like if we're going based off signatures, there's that watermelon Luffy or the ice cream Luffy that just came out. Has Oda's signature in it as well. And yes, this card is really hard to pull. But I don't think it's an $11,000 card just because his signature screen printed on there. That's my hot take. Do I regret this? I had the chance to buy this card at 1,000, I think like at 1,200. And I said no because I was chasing the Gear 5 Luffy one. Is this card worth 11,000? This is a lot of people's chase card. A lot of people love this card. I wouldn't pay 11,000 for it, honestly. Just because it has Oda's signature. You could buy other stuff that has Oda's signature on there. And the card art, in my opinion, is not the greatest. So, do what you want with that info, but I don't know. I wouldn't buy this card. Now, my favorite card, sorry if it loads a little bit, of OP05, and I think this is my favorite One Piece card of all time, next to that Premium Bandai Zoro, is this Gear 5 Manga Luffy. This is if I'm not, I can't remember what the other mangas were from the other side. See, OP01 was Shanks, 2 was Ace, 3 Sabo, 4. What was 4? No, 4 was Sabo, 3 was Usopp. So I think this is Luffy's first manga, if I'm not mistaken. And they came out with this banger pose with all the gears in the background. Like this is, I remember when I first saw this, when they announced it, I stayed up late watching the Japanese tournament, and when they announced this, I was like, oh my god, this is about to break the card game. Which it kind of did. After this was announced, it was really, this when the One Piece first sculpting started really getting heavy. Then it kind of calmed down. But if I were to invest into OP05, if you have money just laying around, if you're rich, I definitely get copies of this card. I got lucky. I got one copy just because somebody pulled it and sold it for me for $2,000. to me, this is the best manga in the game. Uh, I don't know what else would compete with it, but this is my chase card of my best card of all time. I really wish I could have got two. I kind of snoozed on that. Maybe I'll get a PRB one down the road. But this has everything. It has Luffy's iconic Gear 5 pose. It has all his gear poses in the back. I mean, it wasn't really playable, but you could kind of play it. But who's playing, unless you're like a really rich competitive player, who's playing this card in your deck? It just, to me, it checks everything. Looks good. Main character of the story. Gear 5 kind of broke the internet when it came out in the manga and in the anime. Crunchyroll was down. It went down for a little bit. Like, to me, this shouldn't even compare to the Oda sign, but for some reason, a lot of people love the Oda sign. That's my little rant on which one's better. And this is hard to pull too, because I think it's 1 out of 3 or 4 cases you pull a manga, and there's 3 mangas in that set. So the numbers are just crazy. Yeah, I love this card though. I can't talk about enough of this card. Best looking card to me, in my opinion. If you have a chance to pick it up, if you have a little collection, it's so hard to find this raw now because everybody's grading. Because I think in the PSA 10 this sells for like 19 grand. I would pick this up. I guess I'll start. I'm into 11 minutes and I rambled on for this card for a good minute. But to me, this is the best card in the card game. I'll just do a little overview of everything. SPs are really cool in this set too. I'm not a big Uta guy. Yamato's really cool. Enel, Kaido. If you look at these SPs in person, they look really nice. Out of all the SPs, honestly, I like Kaido the best. Kaido looks really cool. It's pretty cheap too. The cheapest one, $148. And if you like the Oda sign, you can just get the regular alt for $119. That's crazy. And the leaders look really cool too. I like the manga heads. Luffy looks really cool. Nell looks cool. I hate playing against the deck, but I think that's kind of the big cards for OP05. This Zoro card looks really dope too. I'll click on it real quick. If you're trying to get some cheap Zoro cards to invest in, this card looks great. I was trying to get 4 when I was playing UP Luffy. What else looks good? Rebecca looks good. The SP for Rebecca is probably better. Rosie, Sakazuki. I hate playing against Sakazuki, but I hate playing against Enel more than I hate playing against Sakazuki. But leaders aren't really that investable in this game, so take what you want with that. This looks really dope too. One of the best alt-law cards. This is so cheap too. $16? I'm guessing near mint. This is probably like $25. Yeah, I can't believe this card is this cheap. I remember when this card first came out, I thought it was gonna be like a $100 card. I guess it just kind of sucks, playability wise. Oh, this Kaido looks freaking dope too. I think if I'm not wrong, this is the first alt Kaido in his dragon form. But this looks pretty cool, especially in person. I think the red is like all shiny and stuff. I think that's it, guys. OP05 to me is the second best set of all time. It could go to it could be number 1 too though. But yeah, guys, invest how you want. Play. If you have any questions, let me know if the mic sounds good, and let me know if you guys like this type of style. I'll say it again just to reiterate. Gear 5 Manga Luffy, best manga of all time. Probably the best card besides the winter cards. I like the SP Luffy from, I think OP010 was it? But I like this card better because the panels. So comment below what I could do better. If you have any questions, let me know. I might start playing on ranked a little bit. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe out there.